a relationship between the 2 and 4 times tables. So our learning intentions up at the top here. Some words that we should know today are times table, multiple, and double. All right, so if we're looking at the 2 times table, how we talk about the different steps in the 2 times tables, we're going to call them multiples. All right, so a multiple is described as a number that you get when you multiply something by something else. So when we're talking about multiples of 2, if we have our first multiple of 2 is actually just 2. So if I have 1, 2, I have 2. I'll draw again actually. All right. If I have 2 2's, that's my second multiple of 2, I have 4. If I have 3 2's, that's my third multiple of 2, I have 6. 4 2's is my fourth multiple, that's 8. 5 2's is my fifth multiple, that's 10. 6 2's is my sixth multiple, that's 12. 7 2's is my seventh multiple, that's 14. And then we just carry on and on and on and on, but I don't have enough screen for that. All right. If you look here, this is really, really important. So if I look at 0 here, if I have 0 2's, well, I have 0. There's nothing there. So there is no multiple of 2 for 0, and anytime I multiply 2 times 0, or 0 times 2, I'm always going to have 0. All right? The same is true for whenever you multiply anything by 0. Any number times 0 is always going to be 0. Here now we see our 2 times table, okay, which you guys know already. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 6 is 12, and 2 times 7 is 14. All right, so this is a times table that you know or should know, and if you don't know enough by heart, then I would recommend working on that until you can do it really, 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 really quickly. All the way up to 20 would be ideal, but up to 50 would be even better. Look at the 2 times table, but we're also going to look at the 4 times table and how the 2 and the 4 are related to each other. So what I've done is I've put in 4's next to the 2's at the same multiples of each number. Okay, so we can look here again at 0 and nothing. We've got nothing. 4 times 0 is nothing. Okay, if we look at times 1, so 2 times 1 was 2. 4 times 1, so one group of 4 is just 4. All right, now if we look here at the 2 times 2, so we have 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2, so the two groups of 4 is actually 8. Okay, times 3. 2 times 3 was 6. We have it here. 3 groups of 4, or 4 times 3, or 3 times 4, is 12. Now, I'm just going to pause here. All right, and I just want you to see if you can notice the pattern. So, times 1 was 2 or 4. Times 2 was 4 or 8. Times 3 was 6 or 12. Now, what you might have noticed is that every time the 4 is double the number that the 2 is. So, if I double 2, I get 4. If I double 4, I get 8. If I double 6, I get 12. And you might have noticed that that's because 2, just 1 2 by itself, is actually half of 4. So if I double it, I always get 4. So every time you multiply 4 times another number, it's always going to be double 2 times that very same number. Okay, and that's just the pattern, that's the relationship between them. The 4 times table is double the 2 times table. So if you know your 2 times table, but you don't know your 4 times table, and you come across a problem that you need to solve, if you know your 2 times table, you can just solve it for 2 times 2 and then double it. So if we go here to the next one, instead of counting up my four fours here, I can just double 8. You guys are super doublers, and you know that double of 8 is 60. Oh, I want an orange. And so we know that double 8 is 16. Okay. 10, that's a nice easy double. 10, 2 tens is 20. Two 12s a bit trickier, but 2 tens is 20 and 2 twos is 4, so 24. And if I want to double 14, I'll just put it off to the side here, I'm going to end up with 28. Okay, so if we look again, we've got 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 6 is 24, and 4 times 7 is 28. And all of those numbers are double what the 2 times table would be for the same multiple. Okay? I have some 4 times table problems. So I've got 4 times 3, 4 times 8, 4 times 6, and 4 times 9. And I look at them and I go, oh, I'm not really sure about my 4 times table. But then I think, well, I know it's just double my 2 times table. So all I have to do is think of, just right over here, what is 2 times 3? Okay, and you guys are super doublers, so we know that 2 times 3 is 6. And then I just have to double it again. So I just multiply that again by 2. And all of a sudden I have 12. And I know that 4 times 3 is 12 because 2 times 3 is 6. And I double that again to get 12. All right, the same thing with 4 times 8. Oh, I don't know my 4 times table. That's okay. Do my 2 times table. So if I know that 2 times 8 is 16, okay, then I can just use my magical doubling powers to double that again. And I know that 2 tens is 20 and 2 sixes is 12, and 20 and 12 together is 32. Okay. All right, or 4 times 6, 2 sixes is 12. So I know that's going to be 12. I'm going to double my 12, which again, and I'm going to get 24. Or 4 times 9, ooh, tricky, 2 times 9. 2 times 9 is 18. So if I just have 18, and then I'm going to double 18, and so you can write out a double as by just adding it again. So 18 add 18, and I'm going to get 36.